Welcome back to an open page with LongTemple. I truly hope everyone enjoyed their spring break, whether it was filled with travel, laughter, adventure, or simply a moment to rest, reset, and breathe. There's something about this season, the shift into warmth, the longer days, the quiet invitation to open back up to life. And for those of us who are choosing something a little more soothing tonight, something reflective, something that settles into the soul, you are exactly where you need to be. Tonight, we continue Caramel and Steel, a platinum chocolate romance with Chapter 15, Threads of Connection. Settle in, relax, and let the story carry you. Trunk sat on his porch, watching the sun stretch itself across the backyard in slow-moving gold. The late afternoon light touched everything it could, the glint of his truck's chrome bumper, the chipped railing he'd been meaning to sand down, the weathered dog bowl Buddy had once used. A faint breeze slipped through the magnolia tree, rustling the wide leaves and stirring the scent of grass, pine, and warm earth just beginning to cool at the edges of evening. He leaned back into the old leather recliner. The chair creaked when he shifted too quickly, but settled around him like it knew his shape. Years of evenings had molded it to him. For a long time, this porch had been his quiet, his refuge, his thinking place. But lately, quiet didn't feel the same. It wasn't loneliness anymore. It was anticipation. And it had a name. Marlie. Her laugh drifted into his mind again, light, melodic, contagious. The kind of laugh that moved through a room and made strangers turn their heads just to see where the joy came from. The last note of a blues riff that refused to fade. Trunk rubbed the side of his beard slowly, a smile tugging at the corner of his mouth. How did I end up here? How did a woman like her walk straight through every wall I built and decide to stay? It wasn't just the dinners that stretched longer than planned, or the way conversation with her seemed to bend time. It wasn't even the late-night calls that ran past midnight, where her voice softened and slowed, filling the spaces between words with something warm and steady. It was the way she listened, the way she leaned forward when he spoke, eyes focused like his words mattered. The way her hand sometimes rested lightly on his arm without her even realizing it. She saw him, not the psychologist, not the singer, the man who had buried loss behind humor and quiet routines. Just Trunk. That simple truth both unsettled and steadied him. He lifted the glass of iced tea beside him and took a slow sip, condensation dripping onto the wooden railing. Evening cicadas had begun their low chorus. Usually the sound filled the silence. Tonight the silence felt louder. His phone buzzed against the armrest. Trey. Trunk grinned before answering. Man, don't you ever rest? Rest? Trey's voice boomed through the speaker. Not when I can sense my boy sitting somewhere in a trance over some woman. Trunk laughed. You got a camera in my yard or something? Don't need one, Trey said. I know that look. So tell me, how's Marlie got you acting these days? Trunk leaned forward, elbows on his knees. You think you know everything. I don't think, Trey laughed. I know. So what's the deal? You gonna lock this down or keep talking on the phone like some freshman in love? Trunk shook his head, smiling. We're not rushing this. Marlie's special. She's not just anyone. That's exactly what men say before they panic and mess it up. Trunk glanced toward the fading sky, pink and violet spreading across the horizon. It's not hesitation, it's respect. I want it to be right.
Quiet for a moment.
So she's got you feeling things. Trunk rubbed the back of his neck. All kinds of things. He stared out across the yard. She's steady, but surprising. Like she's been part of my life longer than she actually has. When I'm around her, everything slows down. And when she talks, I forget to think. Another pause. She sees me, Trey. Not the job, not the past. Just me. Trey let out a long whistle. Man, you got it bad. Trunk laughed quietly. Yeah, I do. But I'm not fumbling this one. He smiled. Yeah, he whispered. I'm ready. And just like that, we come to the close of Chapter 15. If this is your first time here, I invite you to begin from the very beginning of Caramel and Steel, right here on An Open Page with LongTemple, and allow yourself to experience the full journey as it unfolds, one moment at a time. And when you're ready to go even deeper, visit the Platinum Chocolate Universe. Explore the books, the series, and the full experience waiting for you. Until next time, take a breath, ease into your night, and let the story stay with you. Good night.